Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I am going to be doing a first impressions or look using the P Louise eyeshadow base and Secret Snare palette. So I ordered shade number 5 if you've seen my previous video. So I'm just using that to clean up my brow, and I thought shade 5 was going to be a little bit darker, but it's not. So there is a key to using this base, and even now to this day I'm still learning to use it. You always want to use patting motions, never want to wipe. But I do wipe when I'm cleaning up my brows, and then you'll see me go in and like pat the area. And there is a certain brush that you should use with this base. You want to use like a flat, like a much thicker brush. And you'll see like throughout the video, I change the brush that I'm using. She also has a brush, and I think it's like $8, but it's probably like around $11 in US currency. But yeah, you'll see me like switching through brushes, trying to figure out what can I use. And as you can see, I get better coverage, patting um, the product into the skin. So I'm taking the shade Addicted, which is the purple in the palette, and I'm packing that onto my outer corner as well as into my crease. What I can say about using this purple shadow is it's very different from the rest. It's like hard pressed, and to me it's hard to blend. I had a really hard time blending with this shade. That's all I'm going to say for that one, but I love the colors. I love the palette. So I'm just using a crease brush to pat that into my crease. And then there's this girl on YouTube who I'm subscribed to. I think her name is Makeup by Tiffany. When she uses the P Louise base in Secret Center palette, she uses the Fenty Invisimatte powder, so the shadows can blend better. And that's what I did. I got the idea from her since I had the Invisimatte powder. The next shade I'm going to take is Infatuation, which is the pink in the palette next to the purple. And I'm packing that as my transition shade and to blend out the purple. And as you can see here, I had a really hard time blending in that purple. It's like much harder than the rest of the shadows. The other shadows are like very creamy, and then the purple is like, I wouldn't say dry because it's so pigmented. It's something about it. It's harder to blend. So for a long time, I was going back and forth between this purple and pink, trying to move that harsh line. Next, I'm going to take the shade Affair, which is one of my favorite colors in this palette. And I'm just deepening that crease and placing this on the outer corner as well as kind of on top of the purple. But I'm going to be going back in between all three shades to just make sure that the blend is okay. Now I'm going to cut the crease, and I'm using the shade number 5 from P Louise, of course. And I'm just using a flat concealer brush to apply the crease. Now, if you have a hard time doing this, you can apply the concealer to your lash line and then look up, and it will transfer onto your crease, or you can just do it the way that I did it. I usually apply it to my lash line then look up, but for some reason that day I did it this way. So I'm just like trying to even it up and make sure that the cut is nice and precise. And then we're going to go ahead with our lid shade. The next shade I'm going to take is called S&M, and I'm just packing that onto the center of my lid. Now, if you have a problem with blending colors on your lid, what you do is place each color, you kind of like overlap each shade. So the next shade that I'm going to go into is a more, and it's like a lighter salmon pink, and I'm placing that in the beginning of my lid, and I'm blending that into the S&M shade. And you just want to overlap the two shades, and I use the same brush. So I, on one side of the brush I have one color, the other side I have the next color, and I just go back and forth and blend in the middle, overlapping two shades, so you know it'll all become one and you'll get that even blend. The next shade I'm going to go into is a fair, and I'm just going to blend that into the outer corner of my eye, and also blend that into the first shadow that I placed on the lid. I'm also going to blend it into the purple. So I wasn't sure of the color scheme I was going for, but after I did the look on the first eye, I actually really liked it. So you guys know I always have to use something from her cosmetics. So this is an iridescent pigment. It is called Tequila Sunrise by her cosmetics. And I just wanted to basically give this look a little pop since I was using a lot of matte shades. And so I just thought, gave it a little pop. You can't really see it on video, but with the flash, you see it. It's absolutely beautiful. So if you want to get it, the website is shophercosmetics.com. I'll link it down below. It's my dog King. He was sitting there staring at me while I was filming. I don't know why he looking like that, but he was found about 2 years ago in a hotel parking garage in Hollywood. One of the dirty ones, So for the lower lash line, I did something completely different at first, but I didn't like it, so I went back into a fair and I blended that on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take a smudger brush and I'm going to go into, I forgot the name again when I just looked at it, Addicted, which is the purple shade. I use a smudger brush to put closer to my lash line. For mascara, I'm going to go in with the mascara that I always use, and it is by Rimmel London. It's the Extra Super Lash or something like that. I'm not going to put a lot on there, but since I'm putting on lashes, but I really like the way that this mascara makes my lashes look, and I believe it's only like $4 at Walmart. So you guys, I realized I did not record an intro or outro. So this is the completed eyeshadow look. If you guys enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.